ChatGPT just released a handful of new features that are absolutely crazy because you can now access apps from inside of ChatGPT. They released new models, and Sam Altman just announced something that I think that you're going to love. And by the end of this video, you're going to know about all these different changes, how to use them, and a few crazy use cases you could use them for. Okay, now this first update is something that I know a lot of you are going to be incredibly excited about, and Sam Altman just tweeted this out, so I want to make sure that we walk through this. Now, there are two main takeaways from this. First and foremost, what we could see right here is that ChatGPT plans to roll out a new version of ChatGPT that allows it to have the personality that behaved with what people liked from 4.0, and they hope that it's going to be even better from that. So if you want your ChatGPT to respond in a very human-like way, or use a ton of emojis, or act like a friend, you will be able to do that because ChatGPT is trying to use its max. In addition to that, in December, they're going to be rolling out age gating more fully. And as a part of that, they're going to be implementing a policy that is treat adult users like adults. So what does this mean? It means that you're going to have a lot more control over ChatGPT, and it's going to be able to do a lot more things that it currently won't do in terms of responses, the way that it replies, the way that it acts. But mainly, the number one thing that I really wanted to point out here is that they're going to be fixing this to be more like the personality of 4.0, because I know that I have literally seen thousands of comments across my TikTok, my Facebook, my Instagram, even here on YouTube, saying ChatGPT just isn't the same since they released ChatGPT 5, and this is kind of him owning up to that and implementing a fix to it that I think a lot of you are going to like. Now, change number 2 is you can now access apps inside of ChatGPT. So if you come over here, you click on settings right here, apps and connectors, you can come over here and see all the different apps that you could implement. Or if you just come over here and type in you can actually choose between apps. You can choose between projects, and you could choose between custom GPTs that you've already chatted with inside here. So the main thing that I want to show off is doing something like this with Expedia. You could come over here and say, find me a hotel for this weekend in Miami. I don't want to spend more than $300 a night, and I prefer to stay in Miami Beach or South Beach. And then this will actually go through and you'll have a way better experience because it's going to load up a UI that looks like this, which is pretty cool because you're now getting the Expedia experience inside of ChatGPT. In addition to that, you can come over here and you can get this to drill down for specific things. You can get it to find you restaurants. You can get it to find you flights. Basically, this just makes a way more cohesive experience inside of ChatGPT. In addition to that, this is a very easy way for you to be able to find deals, for you to be able to find discounts, for you to be able to find all things like that, because you can tell ChatGPT, hey, find me flights for these dates that is this cheap, or find the cheapest route, or find the cheapest whatever, and ChatGPT can connect to Expedia, go through and do that instead of you having to come over to Expedia, search for something, do a bunch of filters and all that jazz. You could get ChatGPT to now do it for you. And what I really like to do, I don't have my phone near me, but to use my phone, we'll say this napkin is my phone, to use my phone, talk to it, tell it to use Expedia, and then it goes off and does this instead of me having to do it. It's a great way for me to be able to do things while I'm like going for a walk or driving or out to dinner. It's just way faster and way more convenient. Now, the next update that I have for you is that Walmart has officially partnered with OpenAI to create an AI-first shopping experience. What does that mean? That means now when you come over to ChatGPT and you say something like, find me the cheapest 24-pack of toilet paper on Walmart, it will actually go through and do that, and you will be able to purchase it directly from inside of ChatGPT. The same exact thing exists with Etsy, and it exists with Shopify right now, and they're now rolling it out to include Walmart. So let's say that we come over here and we say something like, I need a wall planter to buy that is modern from Etsy or Shopify. This will actually show you what this experience actually looks like. So this is then going to go through. This is going to search the web for you, and it is going to find these. Now, this is a pretty basic search that I did. What you could do is do it based off of a ton of other things. For example, you could do it based off of price. You could do it based off of reviews, based off of what people are saying, etc. So now we could come over here. We can click on this, and you could see that we can actually purchase this with instant checkout directly inside of ChatGPT. In addition to that, it tells you why you might like this, what other people are saying, and then gives you a bunch of different reviews and comments here, and you will be able to buy this directly in ChatGPT. Now, again, this currently exists for Etsy, it exists for Shopify, but ChatGPT just announced its partnership with Walmart, so this is going to be launching probably this week. Now, after you actually order something on ChatGPT, if you come over here into your orders, you'll be able to see all the different things that you've actually purchased on ChatGPT, when they're going to arrive, all the shipping details, and you could handle refunds, exchanges, all of that jazz directly through here. Now, if you are a merchant and you're somebody that wants your product to have an instant checkout on ChatGPT, because this is going to bring in a whole new wave of people shopping, you could go to chatgpt.com/merchants. I have the link right up here, and then you can scroll down and you are going to find a form down here where you can actually fill this out in order to get considered to do this. And a few things that I want to highlight here. One, shoppers are going to search naturally. They can compare options in one place. Customers buy directly from you. You can accept or decline the order, process the payment, and hand off fulfillment on all of your existing systems. This isn't going to change anything or bring in new systems. In addition to that, you also own the post-purchase customer journey. So you send the confirmation email, you own the fulfillment, the returns, the support, and all of that. And this basically is just a new way to be able to find customers. Now, before I get into the new models that ChatGPT just released and a few other things, I wanted to remind you to smash that subscribe button if you want to stay up to date on the latest and greatest changes in AI. I upload videos like this every single day, and if you want to learn how to take advantage of this technology to automate your work, you're going to want to make sure you're subscribed. Now, the next change that we need to talk about is actually going to be to the API. So if you are building with ChatGPT's API or you're inside of ChatGPT's API, you will now notice that if you click on model, there are two brand new models right here. They have GPT-5 Search API, and this literally got released yesterday. And then they also have GPT-5 Search API. Now, I would strongly suggest that you use this one right here that got released yesterday. Right now, it's showing an error just because of the way that I'm actually showing you this in the view. This model is only supported in Chat Completions API, not in the Responses API. Now, what also is really special about this is you can actually filter the domains that it's going to search by. For example, let's say that you're building out a bot or something like that, and you want to use this API, but you only want it to search the Wall Street Journal, you can have it do that. Or you only want it to search on ESPN, you can have it do that. So basically, you could choose what domains it does search and what domains it doesn't search in order to have an incredibly powerful experience. Now, the next change that we need to talk about is if you come over into your settings now, click on settings right here, and come under notifications, you are now going to see recommendations right here. This says stay in the loop on new tools, new tips, new features from ChatGPT. I would strongly suggest that you have this turned on both for push and for email, because what this is going to do is give you early access to ChatGPT's latest features. When a lot of people struggle to find out what new features exist, a lot of people struggle to stay on top of what new features exist, this will now literally send you notifications straight to your phone. I'm looking around because I'm trying to look for my phone because I get these notifications all the time. This is actually one of the secrets for how I stay ahead of what ChatGPT is releasing and what new changes are coming. In addition to that, a lot of times they'll actually give you beta access to things if you have this turned on. And that final ChatGPT change is now, if you come over here and click on add photos and files, you are going to be able to upload videos. As we can see, I can now upload videos right here. For example, I can put this in here, and this is useful for several different scenarios. 1, you could use this to get transcripts. 2, you could use this to ask questions. 3, you could use this to get edit advice. And that final ChatGPT update that I have is actually more of a Slack update and not a ChatGPT update. So now if you come to slack.com/marketplace, you're going to see that you can now use ChatGPT inside of Slack. You can have it search, you can have it write, you can have it summarize, and you can have it go through and actually get work done. You literally just click on this right here, and then you're going to see all the different things that you could do with it, the description, the features, you could see the permissions, how security and compliance clients actually works. And then all you have to do is click add to Slack. And then this walks you through everything that you need to do. In addition to that, it tells you all the things that you could do. So you can have this write clear posts, updates, and replies. So you can literally have ChatGPT write responses now for you inside of Slack. You can have it search Slack to find different messages and files. You can connect Slack straight into ChatGPT, and you can have it summarize long conversations in other channels into action items. Now, I know a lot of you right now are probably using this a different way. You maybe have an automation that uses both Slack and ChatGPT, but now you don't have to use that anymore because you can simply add ChatGPT right inside of Slack and be able to do all these different things. If you come over here, this literally walks you through exactly how to install it, how to set it up, and then even how to use it inside of Slack. Also, I literally always get questions about this, so I do want to harp on this. In terms of deletion and data controls, you can literally come straight in and you can delete everything and all the different data. You can learn about the retention policies right here, and you can see exactly how privacy and security works. So if you're concerned about those things, I would strongly suggest that you check this out. Again, in order to access this, you're literally just going to come to slack.com/marketplace, click on ChatGPT, click on add to Slack, and it will bring up this article and walk you through all these different things if you wanted to go granular on any of this. Not sure if you've seen the reports yet, but Goldman Sachs just came out and said that they think in the next 12 months, AI is going to replace over 300 million jobs. So my question for you is, are you going to be one of those people that's replacing those jobs, or are you going to be one of the people that gets replaced because you didn't embrace AI? And that's exactly why I created AI Automation School that you could check out at the pinned comment below. In fact, I have special launch pricing right now. So if you want to stay ahead of what's happening in AI and you want to learn how to automate your work with AI, how to make more money with AI, how to build AI agents without knowing having to code, or you just want me to audit your personal AI workflow so we could speed things up for you, I strongly suggest that you check it out. Now, if you enjoyed this video, I'd strongly suggest you check out this video right here that shows you how to access Sora 2 without having an invite code. I'll see you over there.